What's up, waves? Welcome back to Anime Lane. As always, I'm your host, Shaun Notorious. Joining me once again today is Shaun.
Yo.
And joining us after a month away is Melina.
She's back.
What is up, buddy?
Oh, she's really back
It
now.
was so peaceful without you.
Yeah, I know. Aren't you so disappointed that I'm back?
Hey,
I
I'm all
miss you
for the
really, but at the
holidays.
same time, you know, you test my patience sometimes.
What? That's it.
You saying you enjoy
Sister?
your auditions in spurts.
Oh, thanks.
A quick note for this episode is Shaun probably sounds a bit. We're in the land of Discord. Shaun's PC is acting up, so he's on his iPad.
Yeah. I'm on a budget right now because my PC went and fucked itself.
So yeah, I thought, you know, he already sounds like that in an episode anyway. So you know what,
Yeah.
fuck it. It's also
My
At least
audio
this time it's like weirdly
Yeah.
intentional.
we are recording way later than usual. It's like 10 at night.
Well, don't say that. No.
No, that's just you stop spoiling the magic, man.
Yeah.
We're still like at our normal recording
9
studio.
a.m. Yeah.
Anyway, as the viewers probably already noticed, clicking on to this if you're on YouTube,
My goodness.
there's a new, well, I was gonna call it background, but it's the only thing here. We got new
My
artwork.
goodness.
Pretty art.
Yes. I've killed the waveform because Adobe sucks, and it was a nightmare, especially for EX episodes. So you'll have seen on the Lupin compilation that just came out last week. Same thing, no waveform because the waveform generator caps out at 3 hours because the Adobe After Effects project files cap out at 3 hours. You can't make anything longer than that, which means I needed to splice and resync and create a second waveform just to do the Lupin episodes. And
Because
that's,
boy, do we love talking about Lupin.
yes.
Yeah.
But that also means, one, the waveform causes issues already. Premiere just doesn't like it sometimes, and yeah, it's a lot of effort for not really much point. But now we got this artwork.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, better just have people look at that. Maybe I'll put a VHS filter look over it. I don't know. I want to have
Give it
some
that extra style.
small movement going on. So I'll maybe give it that VHS wobble look with the static
Yeah,
or
nice.
something. And you'll know if I'm a liar when you're watching this on YouTube when it comes out. So yeah.
Yeah. What he just said could be complete fucking bullshit,
Yeah.
and it'll be weird now that it's in the episode and nothing you said has come there.
Yes. So this artwork is by Cloudberry Arts on Instagram. You'll be able to see it in the description. He'll be credited in every episode, obviously, because we're using his artwork. It's a commission that I got made, which was fun because I knew I wanted to change the artwork. I knew I wanted to change the background, mainly because that image that's been used for the last 2 and a bit years is technically copyrighted, and I was concerned that may eventually come back and bite us. So
It was?
yes,
You didn't tell us?
it's a very generic image that I pulled from somewhere online, but yes, it is like a copyrighted image.
I'm trying to remember back. I thought it was royalty free. Holy shit! Or like some sort of
No,
copyright free sort of thing.
No, I thought so at first too, and then found out no, it's actually like a copyrighted thing that you kind of need to pay to use. We're not making money off of these episodes,
No.
so that is, it kind of falls under. We're not using it for commercial use.
But
But going forward, if we do get the opportunity to monetize, yeah, we need artwork that you know we commission paid for and have the rights to use for commercial benefit. But yeah, so
this is way better than what we were using.
Yes,
I mean,
it captures
this is great.
captures the essence of the podcast a lot more. I went to the artist with a very minimal idea of what I wanted. I approached them because they listened to the podcast. And
Hi.
yes,
Hi.
hello,
Just to say hi to you.
Ruben. I don't know if, I mean, your name's on your Instagram, so hi, Ruben.
What's up, Ruben?
So yeah, I messaged him and was like, hey, so I want to commission you for this. Here's a very vague idea, and the image that kind of inspired the idea, and then I just sort of let him cook, basically.
And cook he did.
And cook
Yeah.
he did. Yeah, it turned out fantastic. You know, I guess we'll talk about like the characters and stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously each one of these kind of represents us. You can actually see that
We just talked about how we didn't want to use anything copyrighted, and now we've got 3 copyrighted characters.
fan
right here. I've
art
just realized.
is fine. Fan art is a-okay.
In the clear.
In
Hell
the
yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, something that most people who maybe listen now that haven't listened since the beginning, or you know, probably were around when we weren't getting any views whatsoever, we have color coded microphone cables and windshields when we're recording, and there was a video that
There was a
is
single video.
there.
A long time ago.
Unlisted. It's unlisted now because it doesn't fit in with any of the other content on the channel. But yeah, Ruben based all of it on that, and then I kind of gave him the prompt for the characters. I'm represented by Shaun from Mobile Suit Gundam, though not
Because of course you are.
not the original Shaun from the movie trilogy we watched. It's his appearance in Zeta Gundam, because that's, I don't know, that's my favorite one. Then we got good old Lupin for Shaun.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm so happy.
And then I could not, for the life of me, really land on anyone for Melina.
Sorry, Melina.
And I was
But
like,
that's fair.
do I pick? I think it's Mima. I may be
Yeah.
remembering her name wrong. From Perfect Blue. I was like, yeah, but then like every female character I could come up with, I was like, I feel like there's implications behind anyone I could have picked.
Mhm.
Because obviously there's, you know, I could have went with Fujiko or what's her name? Shit, Evangelion woman. Not Asuka.
Me.
Misato?
Misato, yeah. Or, you know, those are the only standout female characters, apparently.
Yeah, that's you know, again bringing up the point. Female
Yeah,
character.
exactly.
Good,
Yeah.
never.
Could have gone with Ray, but like there'd be a second image where we're just not there.
Yeah. So yeah, yep. I just sent him some references for these characters, and then he was like, "Do you want to give specifics and stuff, or just let me kind of deal with it?" And I was like, "I'll just let you, you know, kind of deal with some of the composition and colors and all that sort of stuff." And like, I didn't even tell him which Lupin jacket I wanted. I think I sent him about 3
Yeah, 'cause-
different colors of Lupin jackets, and he just picked one of them.
Yeah, when we were talking about this, when it, like, because we had a call, like, well, it was a work in progress, and you sort of told me that you didn't specify the jacket, and I was like, oh, I'm kind of interested to see which one he picks.
Yeah, I think picking the red one was definitely the best choice for
Yeah, it's
the
most
image.
iconic.
Yeah, because I thought about, I got updates throughout the process, and was, you know, he continually asked me, you know, is there anything you want changed? Is there anything you want to, you know, add in? Blah blah blah. And I just kind of was happy to be like, nope, this is awesome. Just keep doing, you know, keep trucking along and stuff. And it did cross my mind. I was like, do I specify like the blue jacket? Because obviously blue is a color that's Shaun is heavily
I'm
associated with.
sort of more associated with that, yeah. But no, I like the red on, like, Lupin.
Yeah, and I think the fact we're all kind of wearing some shade of red works really
Yeah,
well.
that's nice.
Yeah.
I love that, like, it's just in full outfit. And
Yes.
looks so
Yeah.
done. Because I am living for that.
Yeah.
It is the best encapsulation of what it's like to be me. Like, I'm ready to go, guys, and then it's an hour of talking about Final Fantasy. This has been great, guys.
This is fantastic. Yeah.
We haven't spoken about Final Fantasy specifically.
And we won't. We won't.
No, we have
we did in
actually.
Spirits Within.
We've covered Spirits Within. I forgot about that.
Yeah, we had a whole ass movie.
Yeah, not the best.
That was not a great representation, though.
No. But yeah, so this is the new thing from now on. Also, videos are in 4K. I guess.
Well, yeah, we're in 4K.
It's a still image, but I did request that it was a minimum of 4K so that I could do that.
You can listen to us in Ultra HD.
It doesn't let me make the audio quality any higher. So if you're on Spotify,
no, they're listening in Ultra HD.
We're
That's
still
how
like
it
160 kilobytes a second. If you're listening on YouTube, it's like 320 or 256, I think, depending what YouTube feels like doing. Which for spoken word content is fine.
Yeah.
But yeah. Also back end, we've moved from Acast to Spotify hosting just because Acast imposed like 150 megabyte file limit, which meant I actually couldn't upload the EX episodes 90% of the time because they exceed that file size, just on the sheer fact that they are episodes encapsulating a number of segments, which means they're longer.
That sounds about right.
And Ava, I had to finagle just to get that under, because the normal preset I use made it 151 megabytes.
Damn.
Which meant I had to drop the quality from 160 to 128, because that's the only other, like, you go from 160 or 128, that's all Audition offers. Again, noticeable to anyone? Probably not. But to me, it was a little annoying, because I have a consistent consistent output that I like to use. And yeah, I had to...
And you're in control.
Yes, and I had to do that, and so it was annoying. But I updated it once we switched to Spotify. Change anything to the average listener? No. Not at all.
No. You won't notice.
It is easier to use than Acast, and it's also not littered with pay-to-use features like Acast. Thankfully.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Also, I could host, if we wanted, we could host multiple shows. I did debate doing that with Halloween Lane, but then thought, nah, I'll just keep it within...
it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that's... I don't know what else to say. Anyone got anything they want to bring up? Because we can't make a 15-minute episode.
No, I'm just happy to now be known as a Japanese girl. I think it's really, you know...
Everyone now sees you as that. It's confirmed.
Yeah, that's now... Like, anyone who's never seen my face will just assume that's kind of what I look like. And
yeah, this is totally very close to
sure,
what you
I'll
look
take
like.
it, I guess.
Especially the hair.
Yeah.
I'll take being seen as a blonde fuckboy. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I cut my hair shorter, I could, like, very vaguely look like this.
We're just gonna be an overall disappointment. Show.
Yeah.
It's just like,
But I think any podcast that like runs a long time without visuals suddenly adding in video, like no one, whatever someone pictures in their mind,
it's
never gonna match up. Like
it's that whole face reveal sort of thing that goes on with, like, especially in like any content creator that doesn't show their face for like an extended amount of time. Like the big one I think of that. Well, okay, one of the big ones I think of is Dream, even though I never watched any of his content. But, like, the one I usually think of first is Jaden Animations, because she didn't show her face for, like, a long while.
I forgot about that. But at least her avatar kind of looks like her.
It's just a stylized version of herself.
Yeah. I mean, if you go to my Instagram page, like, some clips from that first video are actually still there. So people can see what we look like.
Yeah,
we can be revealed.
Yeah, it's not like we're like, ooh, we're hiding our identities. Like, if you want to find it, you can.
Yeah, it's just that video is a lot of extra effort to go to.
You'll never find out who we are, as we say our real names all the time.
You guys do.
We call you Michael.
Yeah, that's actually not even a name that I think is online anywhere for me. at this point.
Dun, dun, dun.
Maybe my Facebook,
Well,
but
it
my
is in these
Facebook's impenetrable to find by virtue of my actual full name. My full legal name is hard to find.
Yeah, remind us again, what is your full legal name and the name
Yeah,
of your
yeah.
first grade teacher in your perspective?
And your credit card number. And
The thing is,
Yeah,
even
even
if I
the little
dropped
numbers on the back.
my legal name, first and last name, all you would find on Facebook is a country singer.
That sounds about right, actually.
Ooh, you're
Yeah.
giving hints. Ooh.
Still
It's
won't find
Taylor
it.
Swift.
Still won't find it.
You're fully.
It's a red herring. That's exactly who he is. He's a famous country singer.
Yeah.
I don't have any social media other than like a Blue Sky now, and that's not under my real name.
No. I mean, if you want to go follow Shaun,
Go follow
I
Shaun.
post nothing.
yeah, you just retweet.
I just repost the episodes that
Yeah.
come out from our Blue Sky.
We are on Blue Sky. I actually should mention that. You can find us very easily. We are animelane.net. I bought the domain just to do that.
Nice.
Because I own the Plain Toast domain for our production company that we don't do anything else with. Because I needed
Maybe
it for some Google services that we use for storage and stuff. Because these things do actually take up a hell of a lot amount of space on my PC.
Yeah.
It's good to offload the videos somewhere else. You know, because they take up like 3 or 4 gigs per episode, and that builds up quickly. We're almost at 100 episodes now, so like that's, you know, it's a lot of space.
Wow. Yeah.
That's a weird milestone to talk about.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
it's
gonna be this
weird.
season. But yeah, we'll probably be in person by the time that comes up, so we'll do something
Yeah.
then.
We'll do that fated April Fool's episode we keep talking about.
I doubt it.
Scooby-Doo 2002, let's go.
I'm still sad because, for those who don't know, we used to have a podcast named
Yes.
Napcast.
Yeah.
I'm still so sad we didn't do an April Fool's for Napcast. Where it was just an hour of like snoring.
Yeah.
We'll
that
bring
would've
it
been-
back for that one episode.
Maybe I'll just
Yeah,
drop
maybe we'll
that
do that.
for
Yeah.
April 1st. Manuel is in the
Just sort of
background.
came
Yeah.
on Melina's
Totally
not
in the
screen,
background.
but we saw his presence because you looked over to the side.
Yeah. So silly.
What a cameo.
What a beautiful cameo.
He won't even
But
rate
yeah.
his favorite movie 10 out of 10.
Oof.
Relatable. I agree.
Yeah, you guys are
100%.
weird. I don't get it.
No movie is perfect.
Yeah, and I don't think a 10 out of 10 actually reflects a perfect movie.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the school systems we're from, where that is a 10 means perfection. No
I don't
faults.
care.
Huh?
Wow, thanks.
This is our show.
This is our show. Fuck your schools.
And 2 of us say that like 10 out of 10 doesn't have to mean perfection.
I've scored things 10 out of 10 and gone, it's not perfect. I just really like it that much. And like, I think that's fine.
I've not said like anything that like we've talked about on the show is perfect except for Resident Evil 4 last time on the Resident Evil retrospective, where I said it was a perfect game multiple times, and I stick by it.
Yeah, I think I call Resident Evil 2 a perfect game, like the original one. But yeah, we don't want to drag Melina into another video game.
Thank
No,
you.
no, no.
I was waiting for you guys to just kind of start things. Say, are
It's
you
too late for that.
pattering?
We're too tired
But-
to go on a full-on dive.
Yeah. Mm.
I do want to
Yeah.
bring up something I watched recently. So we watched Blood the Last Vampire not too long ago, and
Oh yeah.
in that episode we talked about like it's got like a couple of spin-offs. One of them being Blood Plus, which is a 50-episode anime series, and Blood the
Sorry,
Last.
that sounds like such a stupid title. I just want to say
Yeah.
Yeah.
blood, but
Blood?
more.
It's not written as blood plus like the word plus. It's
Oh, okay.
got the symbol
Just
plus
the-
attached
okay,
to it.
okay.
So
Oh,
it
so it's a streaming
looks
service.
cooler.
Yeah.
But then there's Blood C, and
Oh my
I
God.
just watched
Yeah, I was
Blood. I just watched Blood C.
I was a big fan of Blood AB plus. I
No.
think.
I personally think that Blood Zero is the perfect entryway for just anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's very suitable for anyone who wants to get
Yeah.
into it. you know?
So versatile.
But yeah, I watched Blood C literally last night and this morning. 12 episodes. Oh my god, it's awful. It's
Not an improvement for the movie.
It's
Were the vibes
arguably
good?
got like almost the exact same problems.
Oh.
So
good.
completely different team. But this time it also involved Clamp, who we've talked about before in the show. They wrote the manga for X, and then the head writer also wrote the movie. That head writer also wrote Blood Sea. And I just don't think they're good at writing a mystery or anything that isn't within the wheelhouse of stuff that they normally write. Because it spends a lot of time not telling you anything, not doing anything either. It's 12 episodes and it takes 6 for the story to actually start. You spend episodes 1 through 5 with this slice of life shit where it's like, this is the main character, Saya. She goes to school. She is a shrine maiden. Her mum died fighting these things called
This feels very familiar to X.
Yeah, her mother died fighting these things called elder bairns that eat people. And now she does the same thing. And here's her friends, and here's all of her friend dynamics. It's like, okay. I mean, for the first episode, sure. And you're waiting for the penny to drop of like, when is something gonna be revealed? When is the norm gonna be upended? But it doesn't. And then it repeats this for another 4 episodes. And it's slice of life, with the last like 5 minutes being her fighting an elder bairn. Or sometimes it's the start of her fighting one, and then the credits roll, and then the next episode just skips over. It's just the next day.
Wow, the show does not want you to be entertained.
No. And then episode 6, something interesting happens where one of her friends die. And you're like, oh, okay.
This could be
Finally.
This is something
point.
interesting. And the character that dies is a twin. And so the twins are in this. They're annoying. But one of them dies and you're like, okay, that could be really interesting, because then the other twin has to deal with the trauma of that. And that could be interesting because Saya, the main character, knows that they've died, but generally when elder bairns eat humans, like, the humans don't find out. They just kind of get classed as being gone missing, because people don't know, the general public doesn't know about elder bairns. No, the twin sister dies at the end of the episode.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
It's such a shame. Like, I think with any genre, but especially things like mystery and crime and thriller, if you don't know what you're doing, maybe spend some time with people that do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Utilize people's skills that do. Like, have them tell you this is not working.
Yeah.
Because I think most, writers out there need to be told this sucks every now and then. It's fun, but you need it.
If you're gonna write up like a mystery or whatever, like base a plot around like one or like multiple of them, you really should like plan that out and have people tell you whether it's going somewhere. Otherwise, it's gonna fall really flat and kill the story of whatever you're doing. J.J. Abrams, I mean, the writer of X.
I will tell you what happens, because I'm sure if we ever cover this, it's going to be so long after this you forget what I've told you.
Absolutely.
So
I'm not listening back to this.
in episode 9 or something, all of her friends that are left die too. And it's like, okay, they all die within a 23-minute period of TV. And it's like, wow, that's playing a load.
Cool.
And then the next episode, like, one of them survived because he wasn't at the school. He's like the mysterious bad boy that they don't progress anything between the relationships, so he just stays as the mysterious bad boy. He turns up.
We need that,
Yeah. So he turns up and they're talking, and like Saya has this realization of like, where was the other students? Because only our class was there. And it's like, okay, that is an interesting thing. And then you find out in the next episode, none of them are dead. They're all actors. Because the town is fake. The town was all purpose built to keep Saya in there, because Saya is also an elder baron, but she's a half elder baron. Basically, she's a vampire. The thing that everyone figured out by episode 1, because her eyes turn red when she's fighting elder barons.
Well,
also, if you've seen Blood the Last Vampire, it's not a far stretch to make that assumption.
yeah.
No.
It's called Blood. I'm expecting vampires to be somewhere in the main cast.
So you find out that this whole thing is an elaborate scheme by one of the, like, side characters who runs, like, a cafe to, like, change her and make her a different person. They had, like, a bet where she was like, I will stay the same, I will be the same person. And he's like, no, you will be the same. And it's, like, sort of tried to plant this idea throughout the whole show, because it's, like, also been, like, had him being like, oh, but neither of us have decided on a reward. And it's like, okay, then why are we doing this? What is the point? And then episode 12, the friends actually do die for the most part, because they a couple of them tried to, like, turn against the person running it, and were like, we're gonna give her memories back, because we want her to be a full-powered elder baron halfling thing again for some reason.
Cool.
One of them wants to publish some research or something. It's never really clarified. So they all die, and then the main guy behind it all just flies off in a helicopter and shoots Saya in the face, and then it ends with her chasing after him. And oh, there's a sequel movie called Blood Sea: The Last Ark.
Of course. So are you telling me this entire show is just a really shittily executed Truman Show with vampires?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, they literally talk about there
Yeah.
being cameras everywhere, and even show in one of the rooms, like, a camera that's been turned off, and I'm like, Saya just never noticed these? What?
Wow.
Also, apparently Saya's under some contract where she can eat elder barons, but she can't eat humans.
Is she aware of this contract?
Kind of. Again, the show doesn't really make much of an effort to elaborate. Maybe it'll cover it in The Last Ark. I don't know. I'm gonna watch The Last Ark, because at this point...
Well, no, you're committed.
Yeah.
You gotta.
So I have the box set, so I was aware that The Last Ark existed. I assumed it was like an Escaflowne situation where you have the TV show Escaflowne, and then you have the movie, which is like a darker retelling of the TV show with, like, some minor character changes and stuff like that. Like, it's completely different animation style and stuff too. So I was like, okay, maybe it's something like that, where it's like a spin-off or like a retelling or something. No, it's a full-blown sequel.
Cool.
Fuck me, I guess, for committing 12 episodes and then finding out, nothing actually happens. It's just all the setup for the movie, I guess.
So
Feels like you
everything
got
that
pranked.
happened, so doesn't matter, and just kind of forget about it, because kind of, like, acknowledge it, moving on.
Yeah, like, I read the
this
description of The Last Ark and was like, what? So she chases him to Tokyo and like, pairs up with, like, an underground group that's fighting back against him, and I'm like, this is nothing to do with the TV show then. Like, what was the point in this? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I should have known it was going to be bad. There's French in the opening song.
Yeah, no, that could have been a dead giveaway. I would have just, nah.
It's a good song, but there's random fresh lines in there.
Yeah, no.
Melina, you would have just, like,
then and there.
hit the ejector seat at that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, and broken the disc in half. And done.
Nope.
Yeah, so that's fun. Can't wait to watch The Last Ark.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you're so excited.
So excited.
Feel free to trash talk it in real time to me on our Discord server.
Oh, I probably will. You know. I only didn't trash talk Blood Sea because nothing happened.
Yeah, there's nothing to trash talk when there's just nothing.
Yeah, arguably worse, I think.
Yeah. I just...
It's just wasted time.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, it's... Because our main complaint for The Last Vampire was, like, it just didn't have enough time. It was, like, what, 45, 50 minutes? And didn't really have much time to do anything. with its
It
concept.
had like ideas, but it didn't really explore them in any sort of real, like, meaningful detail.
So like a show that takes that idea and makes it longer could be interesting, but like there's nothing even closely resembling the story of The Last Vampire. Like the closest thing is the fact that she has a sword, she's in a school uniform, she's vampire. That's it, I guess.
Wow.
Meh.
What is it about this specific series that, like, it has great ideas, but no one wants to capitalize on them?
Yeah. Like, you could have written a really interesting story based on the idea that's within Bloodsea. Like, the whole idea of the vampire being captured, this whole fake town, their memories kind of being suppressed, and, like, them finding out it's fake, blah, blah, blah. That could be interesting.
Incredibly, yeah.
But no, because, like, you find out near the end that, like, the reason it's been cutting away from all the battles is because when Saya's finished killing the Elderbearns, she eats them. And it's like, okay, don't reveal that to me in episode 11. Because what am I going to do with this information? Yeah.
God, yeah.
What a great series.
So, not recommended. Okay,
no. I'm sure we will watch it at some point, if only just to cross blood. Blood Plus is coming out in Blu-ray in the UK, so I'm gonna get that, because despite the track record so far being two bad things, I do want to see Plus in case it maybe is good. Plus it's 50 episodes, so like, surely there's story arcs, and surely there's like an actual good concept. There's no way you can get funding for 50 episodes and air 50 episodes.
Yeah.
Currently knocking on wood right now.
I mean, they you know, Sunrise did make Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Destiny, which is a whole load of shit, so, you know.
Oh yeah.
50 episodes do have it. Yeah, Seed's good. Like, a solid 8 out of 10. Rehashes the concept of the original Gundam, but like it does some of its own stuff that's pretty interesting. And then Seed Destiny just
no,
I don't have the Seed didn't need
it's
a sequel.
too late at night, man, to go into all of that.
They took a show that didn't need a sequel and gave it a whole 50 other episodes, and then, you know, yeah, it didn't turn out well. I wonder why that happened.
Oh boy, I hope it doesn't. Hope history doesn't repeat itself right now.
But yeah, yeah. So I guess this is just a short episode to introduce the new artwork.
Yeah. Take a look at the beautiful art. It's so cool. It's so good.
You can go to our Twitter, at Anime Lanecast, or you can go to our Blue Sky, preferably Blue Sky, animelane.net, and you can see like an actual. I'll post the proper artwork so you can see it. And yeah, just going forward, this is going to be the new thing. We didn't want it hard launching into an episode where we don't address it, because next week's going to be us talking about Evangelion, the Rebuild movies, and yeah, that would be a bit weird to randomly have the artwork start.
Yeah, just don't talk about it. Much.
Doing something like that doesn't make any sense, and never acknowledging it kind of sounds on brand for Eva. But
yeah, that's true. Or if we didn't do this episode would have been another VTube Files episode, which is still going to happen. That'll be the next one.
I'm sorry, Melina, but shit keeps happening.
Yes. An even weirder start had this, you know, being the first episode where we talk about VTube Files, and this is the first episode of the, you know, artwork, where Melina is also not there. So yeah. January, February, probably going to be a split month as to whether Melina is there or not. She'll be in the Eva episodes, we can confirm. But the other episodes, probably not, kind of up in the air.
We'll see. We'll see. You'll hear within the first 30 seconds whether I'm there.
Yeah.
I'll make my presence known if I'm there.
You gotta pray hard enough, guys, so that she
Yeah.
appears.
Yeah, the thing is, I do have a PSD file of the artwork, so I could actually just remove you when you're not in an episode.
Far out.
I was expecting just a big X. Like, forget it.
No, I could literally just turn off all the layers that involve Mima, and so there's just the chair there.
No, just a big
Honestly,
striker and the words
yes.
no.
I don't know if the chair is a complete drawing. I haven't checked that intricate of the details yet, so...
You should also add a little girl's allowance. I'll for that.
Can you do like a thing where like for the first like 10 seconds she's like there, and then when we say Melina's not here, she just like vine fades away from the
Well, you'll see if we actually do that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that because I'd need to spend the time editing that.
But it'd be so funny.
It would be. Maybe a
For like
clip.
5 seconds, it'd be really funny.
Alright.
Yeah, anyway, this is just a short episode, so we're gonna call it here.
Okay.
Why does OBS insist on going on to my other monitor? Anyway, yeah, thank you guys for listening to this possibly shortest episode of Anime Lane we've done so far. And
New record.
We'll see you guys next week with the first 2 rebuilds of Evangelion. Then there'll be VTube files after that where we talk about the other shit that's happened. I really hope other shit doesn't happen after we've recorded this, because it's not going to be that shit that we'll be addressing.
Every single time we say we're not going to do another VTube Files episode for a while, it keeps happening, which makes us do another one.
Yup. So yeah, that's fun. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.